Alright, what's up, guys? Chef Gamer here with Tony.
Tony.
You know how we do. So we decided to do a top 10 on best animes of all time.
In our opinion.
In our opinion. Because you get mad. I mean, let's just get into it. You guys probably know some of them, don't know some of them. So yeah, Demon King is number 10. Now Demon King got
Daimao, because I think there's different other Demon Kings, but this one we're specifically talking about. This one specifically. We'll probably show a picture here.
Yeah. Go talk about it.
Okay, talk about it. It's been a while since I've seen the anime, actually. So, remembering most of it, I don't know. But I can tell you this, it basically is... I think at the ending, mostly you're trying to defeat God. I think that's what it was. Like, some guy is trying to become the Demon King. With like... Did he have special abilities to do it? I think so.
Yeah, well, basically it was like... It was these... This dude came to school, he wanted to be something, like, something ordinary. It had nothing to do, but it was this hat or something that could tell what you were going to become.
Yeah, that was it. Okay, yeah, I remember, yeah, okay. Yeah, go on.
Oh yeah, what you were going to become. And then it was like, oh, he's going to be the next Demon King, and everybody started freaking out, wanted to stay away from him, and all this stuff.
That's just fucking funny.
Yeah, then there was also people that were trying to serve him as Demon King, so it was kind of weird.
Yeah. The ending was pretty good though. It was fucking pretty good. Pretty fucking good. The ending, and then the ending, itself, the poetry, it was awesome. That was pretty. And
basically at the end, it was like an all-out war, and then he knew the only way to stop this war was by defeating God, which was in the form of a computer, and he basically almost died trying to destroy this computer, but he did it.
Yeah.
And I mean, overall, I mean the concept of him being the Demon King, not wanting to be, and then becoming, well, accepting the idea of being it was really good.
God.
Yeah.
That alone saying that is pretty good. So yeah.
And that it was kind of different than most. You know, it's a lot of animes that like, oh, I'm the god of this, I'm the god of that.
Yeah.
He wanted to defeat God. It was a different concept, which I really like. Now, going to number 9 is Rosario Vampire. Now, this is one of those pervy animes.
It's one of those, I think, what is it called, ecchi or some shit like that? Like something. Yeah, ecchi. But, it's not, well, it was pretty fucking good. I really liked it. It was pretty funny. It was all comedy-like and all that shit.
And the way you watched it, too.
So, yeah, it had some action, too. Very good one.
And we watched it all in one day, like 9 hours straight. It was,
it was like midnight or some shit, because like, we were just looking around Netflix and, you know, just saw it there, like, fuck it, let's watch it.
And I mean...
It's fucking hysterical. It's hilarious.
Now, I don't remember the main character's name, but it's basically about this dude that goes to the school. I don't think he gets kicked out, but his parents want to send him to this private school, and it turns out to be not what he thinks it is. It's with a bunch of vampires and different people with different powers. And
it's not people, they were actual monsters.
Oh yeah, they were actual monsters. So yeah, it was like, he was the only human at this school, and it was like, they were attracted to human scent. Basically, a lot of them like this human, and that's where the perviness comes in, because everybody wants to be with him. The vampire loves him because of the human blood, because of the scent of it. So yeah, it was like, think about it, just a bunch of girls wanting this one guy, and it's kind of like those animes where the one guy is always only really attracted to one of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But overall, I mean, if the vampire has 2 different forms, a good side and an evil side.
We're going to call that one the evil side. More of a
badass
side. Yeah, more of a powerful side.
Yeah, and it's funny though. Every time you see the transformation, her tits get bigger, her ass get bigger, but that's it. That's all.
The hair changes color.
Yeah, but it's like and they zoom in on it, and it's pretty funny. It's a little funny to it.
Yeah.
And she just keeps defeating these people, and at the end, he winds up getting vampire powers. And I don't really remember how it ends. Like it was something.
Fight somebody. I think the main character, Skune. That's his name, by the way. Shut up. Okay. No, I think he fights Mocha's father.
Oh yeah.
As the ending.
Yeah, that was a beastly fight. I mean, Skune was totally different. I mean, like when he had those vampire powers, he was pissed all the time. He was going ham. It was really cool.
It was pretty fucking cool.
But overall, that was pretty good anime. Next, XXXHolicXXX, which I watched recently.
Yeah,
another anime.
I don't know if a lot of you guys know about it. I mean, sure, it sounds like it's a porno or ecchi or whatever. It's not. It's actually deals with spirits and What other thing? What else does it consist of?
Well, it's basically the spirits and conquering them, trying to. It's like
I guess you can say sort of like karma, also, as in like
deals with the soul
and energy of the people and shit. That, but yeah, it was. Excuse me.
And I can tell, but we didn't even finish that one.
What? XXXHolicXXX?
At least did you see the second season that was in sub?
Well, there was a second season, so yeah, I think there was, whatever, but...
Yeah, there was, but I mean, overall, the point of it, it's the same thing, just following the concept, where people come in trying to talk to the psychic, well, he first comes there for his problem, I don't remember what it was, but basically he was in debt to the psychic lady and had to work for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he helped her, help basically her do these quests.
Yeah, and it was funny, like, if I was that dude, I would've been pissed off for the fact that she wanted to do everything, but hanging out with that lady wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I mean, but he has to cook a lot. They don't appreciate shit. It's just...
No, this shit was funny. One thing I actually would like to mention before we go any further into the list, we're not mentioning any unfinished anime, so that's including Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece.
But One Piece wouldn't be on this list anyways.
Alright, so if you guys don't see the list and don't see them in the list, it's because we're not mentioning unfinished animes because they're still ongoing. Even though Bleach was cancelled, but the manga's still going, so yeah, just keeping that in.
But yeah, XXXHolic, I mean, just going through it, and then there was parts where, like, I guess you could say his past almost got him in trouble because he saw this person in his, actually kind of like it was his mom, but it wasn't, and he was getting attached to it, and it's like...
Oh, yeah, that was the ending episodes of the first
season. I mean, if you're really into superstitions, spiritual things, you'll really enjoy this anime because, I mean, it conflicts a lot of real-life theories.
Yeah, and it's also a comedy, so... Yeah,
it's also a comedy, so yeah, it's kind of like, if you like things and see...
dealing with spiritual and spirituality and all that shit, like spiritual power.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Yeah. Number 7... The World God Only Knows, which I just finished today.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I think there should be a 4th season or something with closure, at least like an OVA, maybe. But yeah, going on with the overall how it was it was pretty fucking good. I fucking love this anime. This anime, I was always looking forward for it to finish, not finish, but like the new episode to come out every Monday, of course. This season's actually done already, 3rd season, Goddess Art.
When it comes to this anime, I mean, original. I mean, the concept itself about somebody loving video games, I hadn't seen this yet, but I mean, like, basically, I hadn't seen every anime, so it's probably characters similar to him. But me personally, I mean, his whole personality was a really original concept, and especially doing in 2013 is pretty hard.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it has the same thing, how, like, a bunch of girls want this one guy and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that how what's his name, Katsuragi, him is just, he's different than most, characters that are in that type of how would we explain this type of I forget the word's not
anime
to me. No, not anime, but just go on, just.
Well, I know what you mean, but like it's different. Like even when it comes to pervy animes, and the girls all over him, they jump in the tub, they freak out, like, what are you doing, and all that. He doesn't do that. Like when Diana came in the bathroom, for example, he was just like, okay, what do you want? Like he wasn't like overreacting like most people do in the pervy anime. But at the same time, granted, this isn't a pervy anime. It just has its
moments there.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's really smart, the genius type, like most. He plays video games in class, it's hilarious.
those moments are fucking hysterical.
And yeah, I mean, and his personality is comical. When you talk too much and he just stops caring, he's like across the street just playing, like, on his PFP. It's just too funny.
Yeah. And these weird-ass game consoles like the Creamcast.
Yeah, so, I mean, it has a really comical effect to it. Also, we aren't mentioning the main point of it. The main point of this anime is about capturing lost souls. He signed a contract with the demon, basically without knowing, and yet he was forced to capture lost souls. If he doesn't capture lost souls, which are hitting in women, it's like...
Oh, basically to capture a lost soul in that anime is to fill the emptiness in somebody's heart, and which Katsuragi, since he's the god of conquest, as what he's named for, playing a bunch of sim games and him conquering every single Sims games ever made. He earned the name the God of Conquest, and which is why he was chosen to.
Yeah, and I mean the anime endings.
I mentioned this because that's what I was leading on to. His way of filling the emptiness in somebody's heart is love, since he's, you know, like I said, the God of Conquest. And that's what he does for the most part.
Yeah, and the season endings are hilarious because they could, like on the first two, they focused on him getting back to playing his video games, and it's kind of like he locks himself in his room playing like 20 video games at once. It's just too funny. But then the goddess arc comes, and then he basically doesn't touch the PFP at all, like at all.
Hey, all he does is think strategically, and then you know, just find a way to get these goddesses to come out and all that shit. It's just amazing. It's amazing.
And you'll think he's a dick at times, and get really attached to like certain parts of anime. Like you'll think like, man, that was a dick move, and really question his strategy sometimes.
Yeah.
But like Chihiro, I think he really got close to her because at the end he was crying.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Let's not ruin it for them. No, let's not ruin it for them.
That's not gonna really ruin it. They don't know who it is. But yeah.
But if you start watching, the next thing you know, they know who Chihiro is, right?
Alright. Well, yeah. I mean, it's certain people that he dicks out, or his strategy is just weird. I mean, because he doesn't like to be on the defensive. He always likes to be on the attack. The weirdest one for me was the teacher one. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, dude, we got that teacher was, dude. Anyways,
yeah, I'm like, that's crazy. But yeah, the anime is overall really good. Definitely check it out. I'll have all the names in the description. Number 6, I'll mainly talk about because Tony doesn't know much about Yu Hakusho. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is about another spiritual anime, but with realistic fighting. About controlling the energy in the body. For example, Yusuke Urameshi can do the spirit gun. Certain people have higher spiritual energy than others. Like Kuwabara, he can manifest swords. Kuwabara. And he has these morals of, oh, you know, I'm a man, I don't hit ladies, I treat ladies like the best and everything. And also Yusuke's character, I guess, to be most similar, kind of like Ichigo, I guess you could say, except a little bit more, he loves fighting. Like Ichigo, he's more, okay, he's not just gonna go out of his way to fight. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna fight you because you are in the way of what I gotta do. So let's get it. Yes. But Yusuke, that's what he just loves to fight, no matter what. And basically, it's a couple tournaments that take place. They have to try to defeat these certain people to get what they have to do. And then at the end of the anime, he kind of becomes a demon because of his ancestors, and then hosts a whole tournament for the demon world. I'm not gonna spoil what happens, but yeah. And just, even though he was a king of the world, he was bored. He's like, okay, whoever wins this tournament becomes the demon the demon king for 3 years. So it's like, even though he was at the top, it's like, okay, I don't care about being at the top, I just want to fight. I want to see who's the strongest demon out there. So yeah, and there's a lot of parts where he just gets in a slugger match with whoever he's fighting.
It's not a slugger match.
That's all I can call it. I'm talking about they're sitting there for like 10 minutes punching each other in the face. Just whoever's gonna get knocked out first, and he doesn't always win these. It's the thing. It's kind of like, okay, you already know he's gonna win. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. So yeah, definitely anime to check out. Yusuke Urameshi is by far another like top 10 character in anime for me, and yeah, definitely check out the anime. Now FMA, Tony, you know about FMA, so
I know some of it, because I've seen the anime a long time ago, and I was watching it in episodes, I think, when they were fighting, when they were coming out with these, what are they called? The main people that were fighting.
Homunculus?
Yeah, when the homunculus were barely coming out and all that shit. I've seen some of the fights there, but I don't remember much of it because it's been a while since I've seen it. It's been like, when the fuck did I seen it? I think I seen it like around like 6th grade, 7th grade. And yeah, I don't know. I don't remember much of it. But go on, Trey.
Yeah, but FMA, there's so much to like about it. I mean, we're talking about the character concepts, the brotherly love, the fact that they're not even close to being the strongest alchemists. They're like, most main characters are the strongest. They're not even top 10. So yeah, I mean, really cool character designs. Edward with this whole, every time somebody calls him short thing, he gets an attitude, stuff like that. I love the whole 7 Deadly Sins concept with the homunculi. Also, Brotherhood is a lot better than FMA, so I mean more so FMA Brotherhood, but yeah, it's the same thing. You get the picture.
Yeah, and I know even less in Brotherhood, so I'm gonna start reading the manga sometime soon though. So
yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the endings, but it's like they're on the whole adventure trying to get their bodies back. Edward lost his arm and leg, and Alphonse lost his whole body. And
his whole body. The only thing he has left is his soul.
Yeah, because they tried to bring back their mom.
And it was funny because they put him into like inside like a big ass armor kind of thing, and it's funny because he has the voice of a child, but the nigga's huge as shit. So,
yeah, it's hilarious. And then there's a whole time where they're like, oh, he must be the Full Metal Alchemist. And then they realize that it's Edward. He's like, oh, it's this little guy? And he just freaks out. But yeah, I'm like, it's pretty good. And like I said, Edward, to be exact, I don't think he was legit stronger than anybody he fought except Cornello, which was, he didn't have powers at all. The only reason he had powers is because of the philosopher's stone at the beginning. So yeah, legit, that's probably the only place. Huh?
What was that, number 3?
No, that's number 5.
That's number 5, okay, so...
Yeah, Cornello, I mean, that's one of those animes you want to watch because, like, oh, you have to use Strat to win or team with him and his brother. So yeah, definitely check it out. 4 would be Angel Beats.
Angel Beats. Them feels. There was some action in there. The action scenes were pretty fucking awesome. But the main concept of there was like no action to the main concept. But
yeah, but I mean, Angel Beats, the reincarnation is a thing that a lot of people think about.
Yeah.
And they take it into effect. And I mean, basically, I don't remember the main guy's name. It's not important. But yeah, he obviously dies, ends up in this world that I guess you can call the life before the afterlife. Well, the afterlife.
It's like if you don't know, like say you didn't fulfill your goal when you died, and so you're stuck between the world of death and the world of the living, and you're like in this part trying to figure out where you need to go. Basically, what it is, but you don't know anything of your past. So there's no way to get obliterated, as I think is what they call it.
Yeah.
Until you realize what your main purpose was in life before you died.
And there's a robot named Angel, which is...
No, she's not a robot.
I didn't want to, tell that because they don't find it until the end. But, whatever. Well, she's not a robot, but they think she's a robot at the beginning until the end. They just find out that she's emotionless. Yeah. Which, Tony just ruined for you guys because I was going to keep it a secret. But, yeah.
I know you were doing that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
But, yeah, I mean, Angel Beats is really awesome. They're basically just trying to stop her. It's really weird. Like, at first, they're not really worried about... They don't want to be obliterated, actually, until the end.
Yeah.
They're just trying to stop Angel. And then as time goes on, different people start to just get obliterated by their emotions because of things that happen to them. And that's the main concept.
The whole anime is full of feels, so...
Full of feels. I mean, that's one of the animes that you might get emotional with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel it. But, I mean, I'm not gay, so I'm not going to cry or anything. But, yeah, you feel some things. Now, number 3, Avatar. Which I love Avatar. I've actually seen the anime.
It is everywhere.
I've seen the anime over and over like 4 or 5 times. Which it has. And it has 117 episodes. So yeah, it has a lot of episodes, and
we are saying that this is a finished anime because even though the Legend of Korra is going on right now,
it's not the same thing.
It's not part of the Last Airbender. This is the Legend of Korra, not the last.
Which definitely, in my opinion, I mean, if Korra was finished, it would be on this list.
Yes, it would.
So yeah, I mean, Avatar Aang, we're talking about man was frozen for 100 years, 112-year-old man. He's just nothing much with. Yeah, and it's basically about him having to learn all the elements and just destroy the Fire Nation because of evil.
Let's explain what the Avatar is. The Avatar is somebody who knows all 4 elements, which all the elements are water, air, fire, and earth. And the Avatar is the only person that can learn all 4 elements.
Yeah, because certain people are bonded to a certain element.
Yeah.
Their chakra nature, but the Avatar can learn everything. Now, since he has the ability, to go Avatar state, he has the best chance to stop the Fire Nation. That's the most important part. Fire Lord Ozai, he's a crazy fucking, but yeah, I mean, the whole Fire Nation, in comparison, Azula, all of them are just trying to get the Avatar. And Azula, I actually like Azula. A lot of people don't like her, but I think she's pretty boss. Yeah, but she's pretty boss, though, in my opinion. But, yeah. I mean,
she's a lot more skilled than Zuko, so that much.
Yeah, and compared to Korra in the first season didn't really have to use her mind much. Aang just goes straight with swag. I mean, he tried to save everything, doesn't care about himself. As long as everything's okay, it's okay with him.
Yeah, pretty much. He's pretty much a selfless type of person.
Yeah, it's just he's a monster. I love his character design also, and his little comment, the way he was, especially right before fighting the Fire Nation. He was like, "I don't think I'm ready." He couldn't sleep. He didn't know what to do. And I just thought it was, yeah, I thought it was weird when he was dancing with the Fire Nation. And it was pretty good anime overall. Had some funny parts, but when it came down to serious business, I mean, serious business. He got it done. And Avatar is definitely an anime I recommend over most.
Oh yeah.
Now we're gonna go number 2, DBZ, Mr. I have season fights. So
yeah, dude. The DBZ always kept me on edge. It's such an amazing anime. And not actually either with DBZ, it's either you love it or you hate it for whatever reason. There's no in betweeners. At least not that I've seen. Like there's nobody who just is like, oh yeah, it was alright. It's not either you fucking, oh my god, the fucking anime was amazing, or it's like, nah, that fucking anime sucks or whatever. So it's the same thing with Bleach, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Dragon Ball Z, we're talking about
dude,
Goku being the monster he is, the Z Fighters having to fight all these amazing fighters. I mean, we're talking about starting off with, Vegeta. Vegeta wasn't that special, but I mean, it was a decent fight. But mainly,
beginning, Goku wasn't the strongest either in that anime. I think, in my opinion, what it's supposed to be is that Gohan was supposed to be the strongest.
Well, he was supposed to be the main character. I don't know why they changed it, but yeah, I mean, we're talking about Gohan being able to change his power level by his anger. Now, we're talking about if like Goku died, for example, and he was at power, he'll just destroy the screen. Okay,
yeah,
he'll crack the screen.
The fight with Cell, and then the fight. I think you can really see that how his anger affects the fights. Is I think sometimes when he fought Nappa in the beginning.
No, you see it most when he fights Frieza. When he gets pissed.
When he fights Frieza also. Same thing when he fought Cell. Yeah, it's just Gohan in itself. He was also an amazing ass character. Except he got gay around GT and in the ending.
Yeah, he became a teacher and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the fights last forever. Goku isn't always the one to win these battles. And most of the fights he needs help to do. I mean, we're talking about Vegeta and him had to take on Boo. Not only that, all the people
fuck, can't speak right now. It's such an amazing anime, anyways. It's just I don't want to ruin it for any of you guys who want to watch this anime or who haven't.
I mean, most of the people seen DBZ. I don't think you can really.
But I mean, there's some people who haven't. At least I'm pretty positive.
Out of anybody who watches anime,
it's pretty old anime, and the newcomers or people watching anime, they probably haven't seen it, so they probably heard of it, maybe, possibly, but they haven't probably seen it. So
yeah, but I mean, we're talking about a lot of different type of styles. We're talking about Gohan, Goku, and all these other people, but Goku always in the person to defeat him. We're talking about, and the thing that surprised you is after all these episodes of following these fights, when you think it's over, it's not over. Like when Goku gets the Spirit Bomb versus Boo, and then he catches the Spirit Bomb, and I'm like, "Are you serious? What the hell is going on?" Like, that's when I'm like, "All right, but forget it. Yeah. They're gonna die." It was ridiculous.
It was so awesome.
And I believe that was the Spirit Bomb summoned by Hercule or whatever his name is. So yeah, that one was the most surprising because it's like he used all the people from the city. Put all their energy together to make the Spirit Bomb defeat Boo. If that is the right Spirit Bomb I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's the right one.
Oh yeah, and he just caught it. And did he throw it back?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, they can't beat him. Everybody's gonna die.
The Spirit Bomb is, it basically it can't kill anybody that's good. Like it's only attracted to people who are evil. In which at that time that Boo, because there's 3 forms of Boo. That Boo is I don't think it was a pure evil. The pure evil Boo was something else.
That was Kid Boo. The Kid Boo was pretty evil.
Yeah, but I think the pure evil one was like that not even pink one. I'm not gonna ruin it for people. I think it was in GT where that Boo came out. But we're done with talking about DBZ before we just.
Yeah, it's overall great fights, great anime. You gotta check it out. Also has 720 episodes. Now, number 1, we're gonna go to.
Number 1, guys. Number 1. This one. Fucking, you guys probably like, what the fuck, like no action there really. But oh man, just the way it was is amazing. I'll let you do the honors, so saying the name.
Death Note is by far the best anime of all time.
One of the best animes ever made that I've seen.
And when it comes to, that's not opinion, that's fact. I don't care what anybody got to say about it. That's fact. Death Note is by far, because I'm like, it surprised me. First off, when we want to come from, I wouldn't say, Kiru's pretty evil. He's evil. It started by the main character being evil.
With good intentions.
Yeah, evil with good intentions, but it's like you don't see anime focus on being evil. We're talking about by far the smartest anime with the strategy used.
I'm like everywhere, dude. Fucking, it was a battle of wits between the two main characters, which is the main character, which you see from the beginning of the anime, is Light Yagami, which is also AKA Kira, and the second main character is L, and which is just L. It's just L.
Yeah, and I mean we're talking about
like a few names like Ryuga, Uzaki.
Yeah, and I mean, no action is needed. We're just talking about through words. You're gonna be like, how is this possible? And it's just, it's ridiculous. And it's like, think about having to come on the spot, knowing that your enemy knows who you are and you know who he is, but you're trying to kill him and you're trying to capture him. So it's like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're actually like really close to each other, but you don't know who each other are at some point, or it's all crazy. It's all fun.
But at the same time, they 100% know who each other is, but they have to have proof. And basically, he gets this death note. He's killing people, criminals only, and it's these things called what is Ryu called again?
Shinigami.
Yeah, Shinigami, and those are the people that held the death note.
A word in Bleach, which they mean by the Soul Reapers, but here we actually mean Shinigami Death Gods.
Yeah, so I mean, that actually comes to important play, which I don't want to explain because of, don't want to ruin it. But yeah, we're talking about battle of wits of two people right next to each other, explaining things, trying to just watch one of them mess up, basically.
Yeah, if one of them loses their edge, as like about maybe a few minutes, maybe they'll probably just get caught, get killed. I don't know. It was all crazy shit.
Yeah, and then when you think about for all the Naruto people watching, think about Shikamaru, but like times 5 in the moment. That's how smart.
Of smartness, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Shikamaru's a genius. You guys know how smart Shikamaru is. But I mean, at the same time, Shikamaru takes time to think of his next 200 moves. Light Yagami and L can think of their next move.
On the fucking spot, they think of their shit.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the difference between that's an example of how smart these two is, and then think about these just going at it. So overall, that's the concept of Death Note. We don't want to ruin it just in case you haven't seen it and you want to watch it. But yeah, that is the top 10. Don't complain. Be like, oh, these animes are fucking shit. Like I know that Jeremy's gonna put you out there because you're gonna do it.
Yeah,
but
Jeremy's a piece of shit anyway.
It's a piece of shit. So yeah, overall, tell us what you think of these animes. Which animes have you heard of? Which animes you are thinking about watching? And which animes you actually probably thought were bad and why? So yeah, anything else to say?
No, just Death Note. I'll watch it, guys.
Oh yeah, and Shingeki no Kyojin just ended. I would have to catch up. Plus, it probably wouldn't have been on this top 10 list anyway. But it's a decent anime. But anyways, yeah.